thank you for tuning in and watching another hunt here on the Penny Hunter channel. Today we have a 2-box penny hunt. Both boxes are from Charter Oak. It is a branch that I do get a lot of pennies from. They've been very good to me. I do get a lot of Wheaties, a lot of Canadians, a lot of copper, a lot of 2009s. They lead in a lot of categories. I also, I find a really good amount of rare coins, blazing red coins. And let me show you something here after I verified that these boxes were in fact circulated. We have 1 and 2, at least 2, Weedy Enders in box number 1. Now, as I've said in previous videos, I have never had less than 15 Wheaties in a box that has at least 1 Ender. I've never had 2 Enders that I knew about in one box. So I'll be intrigued if box 1 can get at least 15 Wheaties. And in box 2, we have 1 Canadian Ender up there and another one right there. Now what's intriguing about that is both Charter Oak boxes before set record numbers of Canadians. And I just said a minute ago how Charter Oak boxes typically have a lot of Wheaties and a lot of Canadians in them compared to all the other branches I go to. So let's see what's in these boxes. I hope we find something good. Roll number 4 has gifted us 2 surprises. We have our first Canadian. I tried to see what it was on the back, but I cannot make out a year at all. It is a Canadian, but it is a new one as well because it is a new faced, is relatively, released from between 2005 to 2012. So I don't know exactly what year it is, but it is a Canadian. It does count. And then our first wheat cent of the find. It's a 58 Denver. So we have 1 Canadian and 1 Wheatie in 4 rolls. Roll number 5. It's another Canadian, 2001. Roll number 7. Our second Wheatie. It's a 1955D. I'll take it. Roll number 10, another Wheatie. It's a 56D. Pretty common. So far we have 5 hits and 10 rolls, so we're on pace for a total of 25. Roll number 12, Wheatie number 4. It's another highly common 1956 Philly, but we'll take it. We're up to 4. Roll number 15 gives us our 5th Wheatie. It's a 1958 Denver. Pretty slick, but it is number 5. Roll number 14 gives us another wheat cent. It's another 1950s. This one's a 1956 Philly. That's 2 in 1 roll. We're up to 6. Unbelievable. Roll number 14, 3 Wheaties in 1 roll. It's another 1950s. This one's a 1953D, but we do now have 7 Wheaties in 14 rolls. Roll number 15 gives us our 4th Canadian. It's a 1971. Roll number 20. 8th wheat cent found. This is our first from the 40s. It's a 48 Philly. But do you know what that means? That means we are guaranteed to have 10 Wheaties once again, 14 boxes in a row. That's pretty crazy. Roll number 22. We're not even halfway through the box. We have 9 wheat cents. It's another 50s. 53D, pretty rough shape, but I'll take it. Roll number 23, another wheat cent, another 50s. It's a 56 Denver. That is our 10th wheat cent found. We still have 2 Enders guaranteed to go, and also in this roll, another Canadian. It's a 76. That's number 5. All right, we are back in roll number 27. It is our first wheat cent Ender of the box. We do have 2, as I showed you in the beginning of the video. I'm going to put this on time lapse, and we're going to see what else is in the roll, cent by cent. Okay, actually, I will time lapse it, but I wanted to show you that this was the Ender, and you can see it right behind it. This is a 51 Philly. You can see it right behind it. It fell out of the roll. A 45 Philly as well. All right, let's time lapse this and see what else we can find. Okay, I did want to show you that in the time lapse you might have seen it briefly. We did find a 1995 Canadian and a 1983 Canadian. So that's 2 Wheaties and 2 Canadians in that one roll. That's very exciting. Cool to see. Very next roll, roll number 28, our 13th Wheatie of the box. It's a 1955. I don't see any doubling, but it's always worth checking under the scope just to be safe. I'll take it. Roll number 29 gives us our 7th and 8th Canadians. It's a very pretty shiny 2000 and a very dark 1985. 2 in one roll. Roll number 30, another Canadian. That's a 1981. Roll number 32, another 2 Wheatie roll. I almost said box. It's our oldest of the box. It's a 1942 Philly, and we still have another one in the roll. Let's see what this one is as well. It's another 50s. It's a 52D. That's number 15 in 32 rolls. Roll number 40 gives us Wheat Cent number 16. It's a 45 Philly, and another Canadian, a 1983. Ooh, I thought I jinxed it. Roll number 40 gives us our first S mint mark. In the last video, I told you we had not had a box that has ever not had at least one 40 rolls for our first one. It's a beauty too, nice and shiny. Roll number 41, the last roll was 40 if I didn't say that. Roll number 41, it's a 1981 Canadian and our 13th of the box. Roll number 41 is also going to give us our first foreign that is not a Canadian. This is a 2007 2-cent euro. I don't recognize this. Now, I probably should, but I just don't. So I'm not sure what what country this is from. I will do some research and I'll let you know at the end of the video. Roll number 43 gives us an old Wheatie. It's a 1935 Philadelphia, our oldest of the box. All right, I'm going to bring you back in. It's our second Wheatie ender of the box. So I'm going to time-lapse this one more time. We'll see what we can find, and I'll bring you back if we find anything in the roll. This is the Wheatie ender. It's a 56 Philadelphia. Roll number 47 brings us 15 Canadians. It's a 1973. It's another S in roll number 49. It's a 71 S. I'll take it. Welcome back. Roll number 50 gives us some parting gifts. It's a double Wheatie roll. We have a 58 Philly. That is number 19. And right here, a 1940 Philadelphia in really rough shape. That is number 20. Unbelievable. Our 4th best Wheatie box of all time. Wanted to make this real quick since we do have another box to hunt in this video. We did end up with 20 Wheaties, 15 Canadians, 6 2009s, 3 1915s, 2 S mint marks, 2 Black Beauties, and that Irish 2007 2-cent euro. The oldest coin of the hunt was a 1935 Philadelphia. Nothing too old in the Canadians, mostly a lot of 80s and 2000s. So it really wasn't much to show in this particular hunt. I did get some nice 2009s, as you can see there, including 1D. So let's start the second box of this Charter Oak Challenge, and I'll bring you back when we get the first hit in box number 2. Box 2, roll 1 starts with a bang. Right out of the gate, a 56 Denver Wheatie. Roll number 4 gives us Wheat Cent number 2. It's a 56 Philadelphia. Roll number 8, it's our first Canadian. It's a 1975. Now, I find that very interesting because this is the box that has 2 Canadian enders, so I'm not sure if we just don't have the same luck with Canadian enders as we do with Wheatie enders, but even with enders, they don't show up a lot. Roll number 9 gives us our 3rd Wheat Cent. It's a very common 57 Denver. That puts us on pace for an average amount of Wheaties, 1 every 3 rolls. Roll number 12 gives us Wheat Cent number 4. It's another late 50s. 56D in pretty rough condition. Still keeps us on an average pace. Roll number 15 gives us our 2nd Canadian of the hunt. It's a very dirty and new 2000. Roll number 15 also gives us a Wheatie. It's a 1944 Philadelphia, one of the most common Wheaties out there. That's 5 in 15 rolls. Roll number 16 gives us our first S in box number 2. It's a 1971. Like clockwork, every 3 rolls it seems. Roll number 18 gives us our oldest wheat cent of the box so far. It's a 1942 Philadelphia. Roll number 19 gives us wheat cent number 7. It's a dark 49 Philadelphia. Keep you posted if we get anything more. Roll number 21 gives us our 8th wheat cent of the hunt. It's a 1940 Philadelphia. It's also our oldest of the hunt so far in box number 2. Roll number 22 gives us only our 3rd Canadian of the box so far. It's a 1998. Roll number 23, we're not even halfway done. 9 Wheaties. It's another 1942, or I should say it's another 1940s. It's a 1942 Philadelphia. 9 so far. Roll number 27 nets us our 4th Canadian of the hunt. It's a 1991. Roll number 32, and we've done it. We've hit 10 Wheaties. It's a 1940 Philadelphia. 15 boxes in a row with at least 10 wheat cents. Unbelievable. Roll number 35, I didn't see it because it was tilted up and reflecting light. It's a shiny wheat cent. I'm going to guess it's from the 50s. Let's find out. Ooh, it's a shiny 1945 Philly. I don't see a lot of those. 45 is a common year, but to be shiny like that, that's a great find. Same roll as the Blazer. We have ourselves a very destroyed 1953D. Another wheat cent in absolutely terrible condition. Roll number 37, another Canadian. It's an 86. Roll number 38, another Wheatie. 1945. That's number 13. We only need 7 more to tie the previous box. It's rough. It's destroyed. It's dirty. It's an S mark, number 2. Roll number 39. We have another one. Wheat cent number 14. It's a common 58 Philly. But it counts. Unbelievable. It's a 72S. And you know what? I think I see some doubling. I'm going to need to check on that. Let's see if this is a double die. Very interesting. Could just be machine doubling. I'm not sure. Yeah, I want to bring you back on this 72S. I want you to look at the T and the Y. I'm not sure if it's damage or machine doubling, but that it potentially looks like it could be a double die. Now I want to show you the date. I want to show you what made me think about it on the date. You see on the back of the 7 and on the bottom of the 2, it definitely looks like some minor doubling, and maybe a little bit on the S there in the back. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Tell me if you think this is a double die. I'm going to do some more research. Roll number 40. We have a 1973 Canadian. That's number 7 of box number 2. Roll number 42. Another Wheatie. Another common 57D. It's number 15 of the box. That's 35 Wheaties in 2 boxes. Unbelievable. Roll number 46 gives us number 8. We do also have that ender in roll 49, so we are guaranteed 9 Canadians. Now, it is a 1979. I put it under the scope. I could make out the 7 and the 9, but you can't see it here. Roll number 48 gives us wheat cent number 16. It's a 47D. In pretty nice condition. It's not shiny, but I mean, there's a lot of detail on those wheats. Well, we did above average, but we're going to fall just short of box number 1. Roll number 49 gives us that 72 ender. 1 more Canadian for the board. Wanted to bring you back for the Charter Oak Challenge wrap-up. 2 boxes done. we ended up with 36 wheat cents, including that really nice 1945. It's shiny on both ends. It's not blazing red, but it's still red-brown, and I will take it for a 1945. We ended up with 24 Canadians, which is an average of 12 per box. That's above average. We had 6 2009s. In box number 2, we did not find a single 2009, which I found weird. We ended up with 8 1959s, 5 S Mint Strikes, including that weird 1972, what I believe to be a double die. I'm having people look at it right now, but I do believe it's a double die. 3 nice black beauties, and that Irish Euro 2-cent coin. So that is it. That is the challenge. Box number 1 is our winner. I want to know, what is your favorite coin from this hunt? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Please like the video, share, and subscribe. And you know what? Good luck and happy hunting. Have a great day.